Brand new blue fusions are coming soon. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are in the midst of the tail end of the Dokkan 11th anniversary celebration. And there's a lot going on during the celebration that's leaving many players wanting more. And so I have here for you today a little theory to have you looking forward to the next year in Dokkan. Right? Everybody wants those big fusions, and I'm telling you, I have a theory that may suggest there is a new Gogeta Blue and Vegito Blue coming very, very soon. So let's go ahead and break that down here. So, all right. One thing to note about this theory is that Dokkan has pretty much. Dokkan loves their habits. Let's say that. Dokkan loves their habits. Dokkan works off of a pattern they always have, and eventually they make themselves very, very predictable. And I began to notice this last year with the introduction of the Year 10 Gogeta and Vegito. All right, now they intended to do, right? It was supposed to be just a simple callback, but then they started continuing by easying and super easying characters specifically related to that callback. And what I'm referring to is the animations in the characters, right? So in the Gogeta, in the part 2 of the celebration, within his animations references the first year LR. Well, actually, not an LR, it was a TUR, right? The first year anniversary character, the TUR STR Gogeta, right? This is literally his art for the TUR, right? So it was intended to be a callback. They did the same thing again with the they did the same thing again with the Tech Vegito, although their reference comes in the form of the art for the third year Vegito. Now, you would not think normally nothing of this. This is year 10. They're just making references to the big cards in Dokkan, except that they continued this trend again this year in the part 2 with the LR and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Both of these characters reference the Super Saiyan 4 duo, right? The year 4 characters, right? The AGL LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the STR LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? Is referenced as through this art. Now, the only art not actually referenced is the Vegeta and Goku from year 2, the TURs. And I'm going to chalk that up to just them being TURs, and also that both of their animations are actually their attacks. So I guess you could say the reference is in Goku doing the Kamehameha and Vegeta doing the final shine. Maybe. Let's put that aside for now, right? Because we have 3 anniversary LRs with major major references, right? We have year 1, we have year 3, and then we have year 4. So the next logical conclusion is the next reference that's going to be made is year 5, which of course year 5 was LR Tech Vegito Blue and LR STR Gogeta Blue. Now, the thing about these guys is they were not standalone blue, right? They actually started in base form. Both of them started as base Gogeta and base Vegito, which is really strange because neither one of them actually fought in base in the anime. But, there they are. So, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a very good chance that the next time we see a Vegito and Gogeta, it will be standalone and it will be referencing the arts of these characters, more likely through what I'm going to assume, right, within their animations. I'm going to assume it's going to be their blue art, because again, I'm assuming they're going to start as blue. Now, when can this happen? Well, fortunately, right, we pretty much have the perfect idea of when this is going to happen. See, because we are now in 2023 and we know that the year 8s are going to be easy Aing, that means the next set of easy A's is going to be the year 9s, which means we have a Gogeta Blue easy Aing at the end of the year 12 anniversary, meaning it is a very, very, very strong possibility that for year 12, we can see a new Gogeta and Vegeta Blue. And if that's not enough, right, now these guys are in line for Easy A. The LR Goku and Vegeta, that transform into Vegito Blue, they are now in line for Easy A's. Now, of course, that does mean that does depend on what they plan on doing with these guys, because we still need to have these guys Easy A's. These guys could very well Easy A during either TDC this year or GDC this year, and that opens the door for year 9 to Easy A at the very least. These guys, they don't have to do all of them all at once. Honestly, I think they should move away from that Easy A in them all together, right? Especially if the teams around them aren't ready, right? Like if they Easy A these guys, but Zamos Easy A's too, and he doesn't have a team, there's no sense in Easy Aing him then just to match them, right? Better to just do when it matters. But we'll see if Dokkan ever learns that lesson. But point is, as long as these guys Easy A sometime this year, which they should, GDC most likely, then that opens the door for these guys to Easy A alongside this guy here. And of course, you know, we'll get Beast Gohan and Gammas, but that's not the point of this video. So hopefully, right, this is the plan that lays out. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it, about, right, everything else that's going to be happening that year, right? If all 9 years Easy A, we will have major superhero buffs. So it makes sense that we would get, right, a new fusion to buff the category there. So that's just my theory based on the references that they've made through the super attacks. It seems obvious that the next step is that they do the same for year 5, and the only place to do the next year 5 animation would of course be at the 12th anniversary, because I can't really see them doing this at GDC. It's possible they do it, right? Do another big fusion like they did last year for GDC, but I think that's hard to say without knowing what they're going to do with these Easy A's. If these guys Easy A right now, right, they very well could skip a year and do these guys during GDC. I mean, I wouldn't like that, but it's possible that they could do that. But then that just leaves, right, year 9 Gogeta to Easy A on his own with the rest of the superheroes at year 12, which also isn't a bad thing. But still, I do think, knowing that this, right, they've already referenced years 1 through 4, there's a good chance that year 5 will be referenced very, very, very soon. So guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, right? Do you think we're off base here? Do you think we're a little crazy with this theory? I don't know. To me, it seems like something that's incredibly obvious, right? Like I said in the beginning, Dokkan is nothing but a pattern maker, and once they make those patterns, they very, very rarely stray from them. You can almost predict to the T everything that they're going to do within a year. I mean, I have another video going to talk about the Easy A's and what's going to come out here real soon for the rest of the year, and it's pretty predictable based on the upcoming Easy A's. So you know, if we assume that pattern holds, then we can assume that this pattern holds, and that we very well could be seeing these LRs at the if not by GDC, then definitely by year 12. So that's it for the video, guys. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.